Hi everyone. I did this demo in class, but I thought it would be a good idea to do a video recording. That way I can post it for you all, and you can do it on your own time in case you missed any steps. So I am about to demo for you how to make a simple paper box for our relief sculpture assignment. Hopefully the camera's angled so you can see. All right, so it's just a simple paper box. I am using cardstock paper. That is a thicker, heavyweight paper, but you could also use a lightweight cardboard such as a cereal box, where you cut the side of a cereal box. Sir, yummy Reese's Puffs. Maybe you're into healthier cereal like Raisin Bran. You would cut one side of a cereal box. It's a lightweight cardboard, and you're going to do the same steps, make it into a square, and then make it into a box. All right. So materials you can choose from. I'm going to use the cardstock paper. I provided cardstock paper in the art kits that I sent out at the beginning of the quarter. So hopefully you have that. All right, so first off, this is a rectangular piece of paper. I'm trying to make a square box, so I want to make my flat sheet of paper square as well. Now, could you make a rectangular box? Sure you could, no problem, but I'm showing you how to make a square, okay? So this is a standard size piece of paper. This really could be done with any size piece of paper, but we're doing with the standard size, which is 8.5 by 11. I want to make the biggest square I can, so I'm going to keep this short end 8.5, and I am going to make the longer end match that 8.5. So with my ruler, very careful to check where I'm making the mark that it's on the correct spot. That's 8.5 is right there. I made a little mark at the top, and I go and I do that again at the bottom. And the reason why I do that is so that I can match up my two marks at the top and the bottom and just know that I'm making a straight line down. Otherwise, if you just made a mark at one end, you might hold your ruler a little crooked, and then you wouldn't be as precise in making your square, okay? So I don't need this section. I'm going to cut it off. And put that to the side. So here's my square. And so now, next step is to create a border. Hold on a second, I'm going to show you. I have decided on a 1-inch border, or in other words, I've decided to make my box 1 inch deep, my relief sculpture. That's just a decision I made. I mean, could your box, the sides of your box, be 2 inches? Yes, they could. They could be 1/2 inch? Yes, it could. I'm just going to go with 1 inch here. That's just what I decided. All right. If you decide to ever make a box as a gift for a friend, you could make a top lid and a bottom section of the box, and you can make your box any dimension you decide upon. All right. So again, I made the 1 inch mark. Going a little quickly here. Marking a little mark 1 inch top and bottom, lining up the ruler. So I'm going faster here. You feel free to pause the video at any point, catch up, and then press play again. And I'm making the 1 inch border all the way around the square, 4 sides. Here we go. Getting there. Okay. So once you have the frame, the border drawn around your square, you will notice, so the paper is 8.5, but this inside square is 6.5. 1 inch here, 1 inch here. 8.5 minus 2 inches is 6.5. At this point, since we are making either a radial composition, radially symmetrical composition, maybe bilaterally symmetrical, some people may be doing some asymmetrical design, but just in case you are doing something symmetrical or radially balanced, it's good to have a light guideline so that you'll have an easier time creating that symmetry. So an X from corner to corner gives you the center point of your square. And you can also go through the center point with your ruler. The halfway mark of 6.5 would be 3 1/4. And so these are just some guidelines. When I'm laying out my different shapes, I'll know where the center point is, and I can follow that as a guide. Right? I drew that while it was still flat before I made it into a box, because afterwards it's going to be harder to draw that once I put the walls up. So you don't have to do this, but I'm just marking with a red crayon one side of these corner squares. That's going to show me where I need to cut. Again, these are the walls, and these little corners here are going to become tabs. Tabs will be folded and will be where we place the glue when constructing the box. Okay, so I'm just cutting one line here on this little corner square on each of the 4 corners. Next step after cutting, so you could either fold the tabs first, but what we're trying to do is fold the walls up. And it's kind of tricky because you can't really see where you're folding and you're aiming to fold a straight line. I like to take something hard like a ruler, maybe the back end of the scissors. People who do paper crafts have a special tool for this, but I don't, so I'm just using something a little firm to give it a nice crease, right? Because even if you're just using your finger, just apply pressure and run your finger a few times back and forth. Fold your tab as well. And do this on all 4 sides. A firm, when you're doing origami or any kind of paper crafts that involve a fold, you really want that crease to be nice. A lot of people don't take the time to press down the crease. Just makes it hold its shape better. And especially we're making a square, so we want those lines to be crisp and straight. All right, so there it's folded now, and really the last step is to add glue to these tabs. Some tacky glue, some Elmer's glue. When we glue these pieces in, we're going to really need a thicker glue. Probably for these tabs, you could get away with using a glue stick, but I don't prefer tape. Tape just looks a bit messy for this. All right, so I rubbed the glue around just to get it all over, and then I'm putting the tab on the outside. You could put it on the inside. I'm just opting for the outside since we're really looking at the inside of the box. The tab won't show on the outside. And then just be patient. You're going to hold it and pinch 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, just until the glue has a chance to set a little bit. With Elmer's glue, you want just enough, but you don't want to drench it. If it's oozing out all over the place, that means you poured too much. And that just actually, people think more glue means it will stick more, but it just takes longer to dry and it gets really messy. So just be a little more moderate with how much glue you pour on there. Get it all around. Pinch 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Last corner. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Okay, I'm going to stop there. And there you have it. There's a simple paper box that is going to be our shadow box or frame base for our paper relief sculpture. The next video, I'll show you how to add in and glue some of these papers according to your design. But this is what you're going to need to start, okay? Paper box, there you have it.